Hey everybody, Karaoke here. Welcome to Living Story 2, Episode 4. This is the Dragon's Reach Part 2. There we go, this one. Let me replay. So it's been a long time since we've done one of these. We've been busy with other stuff, but we're back. I have with me Mottle, Kosher, Squiggles, and Babs. So thank you guys for coming and playing with me. Oh, I got a letter here from Casimir. It says, oh, the subject is ministry treachery. Oh, Babs, you can probably do a better Casimir voice than I can. Do you want to read it?
Which story are we doing?
We're doing Living Story 2, Episode 4, Dragon's Reach Part 2. If you guys have that, make sure to activate it so you get credit for it and updates and stuff as we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, faster, faster.
Oh my god, I haven't gotten my letter yet.
Faster.
I haven't got my letter yet.
Did you activate it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, I'll just read it. Dear Smoky Karaoke, I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen has had a situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I'll give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is that someone is spreading rumors that Queen Jenna not only met with evil Scarlet prior to the Queen's Jubilee celebration, but also conspired to give Scarlet the mechanical watch nights. This is, of course, ridiculous, but the Queen can't leave Divinity's reach until these rumors are squelched. Countess Anise has suggested that I use my intuitive ability to find the cad spreading the rumors and discredit them. But I don't want to do this alone. Will you come help me? Your friend, Casimir. So we are going to be going to... Oh, Divinity's Reach. There you go. By the Balthazar Low Road. So this whole thing about meeting at the Lobster turned out to be a bad idea because we're just going to Divinity's Reach. So go figure.
Which episode is this again?
Jesus Christ. Episode 4.
This is gonna be a great one.
I feel like we're definitely...
I've got my popcorn. Ready. I am ready to watch this fall apart.
You know,
I've got my bell.
The funny thing was we got so good at doing these because we were doing them regularly for a little bit, and now we've taken like a multi-month break, and it's bad. Okay. So... Is it on the low road?
I could outrun a centaur.
Yep.
I think we're going down.
Going down.
Later, dear. Keep it out of the Let's Play. And then later we'll play.
Gotta be so salty.
Ooh. Thought you didn't mind the saltiness. You said you didn't mind the saltiness.
What I'm saying is you should probably eat some more pineapple.
We're just gonna start.
Yeah, that's right. You back down.
Casimir!
Let me catch you up on what's happening.
Okay, Casimir,
Queen
catch me
Jenna
up.
can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The
She
hearing
looks
is the
nice.
same day. Someone's lying,
Down, boy.
and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know,
Casimir, you
we
got
can
creative
confront
with
that
flap.
person and get them to recant their statement.
Rolling my
We
eyes.
need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously
love
undermining
that
their
motion
plans,
she does with her
they'll have
hands.
us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Alright, well, let's go get introduced. Oh, sorry, I portaled everywhere.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the commander of the Pact, and accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Oh, burn.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this.
May the
Be
Six
confident,
watch over you.
like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum.
I feel like we need a musical introduction, like bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum.
Hello, dear Casimir.
Bum, bum, ba, da,
Don't
bum, ba, da,
worry
bum,
your
ba, da,
little
bum.
face over what the
Bum, ba, da,
Herald's
bum, ba,
papers
da,
say.
ba, da, bum,
You'll
bum,
always
ba,
be
da,
noble
ba,
and
ba,
nice.
ba, da,
Countess
ba,
Canach. That's direct and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble. Then you must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood of the sun we breathe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess.
All right.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand.
It's
Countess.
Logan.
I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and
How
putting
dare
it to
you.
work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
Alright. Where are we going first?
Let's go over here.
RP walk. We are at a party.
I guess I forgot how to do this one. I guess we just talk to people?
Ugh, I need another drink.
Who are we talking to?
Oh, but I thought
Nobles.
for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
This guy just hit on me.
Who wants to be the first noble? Mottle!
I have a vague recollection of that crazy Silvari walking into her audience with the Queen. This was well before the attack on the city, by the way. I still don't know why I'd noticed her.
So which one of these am I doing?
The non sequitur of, yeah, so do you like gardening?
Gardening? What a lovely pastime. The wife and I indulge ourselves with a little gardening from time to time, especially in our rose garden.
Ooh, if you like Guardians, Guardians. If you like Guardians, you should run Symbolic Avenger because no, it's not Bugsy Market. If you like gardens, you should see the Beetlestone Gardens.
Oh, I have my wife, and she's a minister, and
Oh, she must be Episcopalian.
just out there last week for a small party, garden party, and intimate affair. It was only us, Estelle, Arden, and Lord Caudigus. Lovely evening.
Oh, what did you discuss?
The usual political gossip. Casual, you know?
Keep it
Estelle
casual.
had a moment of private discussion with Lord Caudigus, though he did most of the talking, and she did quite a lot of nodding.
That's nice.
He's a liar.
But now I have to do the...
I was
other thing.
expecting to see Minister Wee.
Lady V. She gets the vapors.
Now you have to say, she gets the vapors.
Fragile constitution.
No,
Poor
you
dear.
have to say it. She gets the vapors.
Oh, I do hope you're enjoying this.
The vapors.
The
Oh
vapors.
dear, I seem to have gotten the vapors.
Oh god.
This is gonna take so long. Okay, go ahead.
I'm dying. Poor dear can't keep up with their husband.
Oh yeah.
Apparently neither can I.
Whoa!
Dang.
I thought he was in court the day Scarlet had an audience with the Queen.
Ha! If you've seen one minister, you've seen them all.
It's the dour look on all their faces. But seriously, it is rather difficult to confuse Minister Wee with Minister Estelle, or even Minister Arton. My memory just isn't what it used to be.
Which one did you confuse with Minister Wee?
Here, I can get you some more.
I saw Estelle enter the throne room, along with the goat farmer, Minister Arton, and a Silvari. That wretch turned out to be Scarlet, she did.
Nice talking
I
to you.
remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any
Sounds
attention
fishy.
back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
I'm going this way.
I declare. He seems to have gotten the
Chauncey!
vapors.
Then he asked me which pair I
The
wanted,
best cat.
to suggest I couldn't afford both.
Why, I should have slapped him on the spot. Is that cap wearing spectacles?
Ratchet.
Yes.
Oh,
You can be the
I
noble.
didn't see you there.
Alrighty.
How is everything?
At your service.
This noble, the one with the text on the screen right now.
So good to see you, Minister.
I see no text on the screen.
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. How Lady Anise persuaded Chauncey to grace her party, I'll never know. She's more resourceful than I thought. This is truly the classiest occasion since I attended Lady Wee's clambake. Clambake? Oh, mercy
Does
me,
it
how
actually say
confusing
clambake?
that must sound. Lady Wee has a little rebel in her, don't you know? She insisted we call her seafood banquet a clambake. So edgy. Weird. It actually wanted me to say weird at the end, by the way. That was, Oh, it's Minister Wee. Okay, this one, Ratchet, you can be Minister Wee.
It really is a pity my wife had to miss the party. She just loves these sort of things. But work is work.
Have you heard the Queen is increasing taxes for landowners?
What? I thought only the workers paid taxes. Why ever would you tax landowners? That's ridiculous.
It's just a rumor, probably bad information.
It really is a pity my wife had to miss the party. She just loves these sorts of things. But work is
You
work.
just said that.
I know.
We didn't.
I understand. You keep up appearances while Lady Wee undermines the Queen. I'm supposed to say that?
Huh, don't be ridiculous, boy. Have you ever been at the punch? Take a moment to cool down or you may offend someone less tolerant of your outrageous allegations, you damn Yankee.
Okay, that was a stretch.
Wow.
I just want to help out the Queen.
Yes, yes, help the Queen, help the world, help the everything. That's what you do, right? Just watch where you run that tongue. There are people here who wouldn't hesitate to cut it off.
Holy shit, that got real.
Oh my god. Double Chauncey's. All the way across the sky.
Oh, look at
Got the target.
Yes.
Especially, Minister. Excuse me. Are you
Down
eavesdropping?
at their holiness.
No one's touched the
Kyle.
You do realize, I'm sure, that it's rude to eavesdrop, were you?
No, my lady. I merely wanted to introduce myself. I am Smoky Karaoke.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lady Allison, and my companion here is Lady Brenda.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. What a fine evening it is.
We were just saying that we won't let anything spoil our fun. The Countess throws wonderful parties, but these days they're few and far between. Won't you regale us with tales of your adventures?
Some other time, ladies.
You want to talk to me?
Okay. Are you enjoying the party?
Some of the guests seem rather tense.
I wouldn't think anyone could ignore such a beautiful night as this.
Oh, I'm quite sure that some ministers prefer dark nights like this to sunny days.
Laugh. I've met a few of them.
Laugh.
How long has it been since you visited our fair city?
I return as regularly as I can to visit my friends. Casimir. Babs, you should be Casimir.
Is everyone Southern tonight? Or
Sure.
like...
I mean, it's up to you.
She's not lying, but she's being evasive. Try again and press her for more information whenever she talks about the ministers.
So, what were you saying about the party?
Kosher.
Didn't I already say
No.
Say it again!
that? Some of the guests seem rather tense.
A particular minister makes you feel uncomfortable?
Minister Codicus, of course. He surrounds himself with intrigue, cloaks, daggers, shadows, all that nasty business. Don't let him look upon you, my dear.
Spiders,
Once he has you in his
vampires,
sights, you're doomed.
smoke, mirrors.
As you said, ministers can be dangerous. I feel like I already did this. Oh, there we go. I hear one minister spreading rumors about the Queen.
Yes, Minister Codicus is behind it, but he never involves himself directly. He has others do his dirty work. Like Estelle and Artin. They were awfully talkative with him at the last party.
Of
I
course,
understand.
Caudicus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen. But he's not the one accusing her. We have to find that person.
Maybe I have to go to this green star on my map.
Wherever did you get that charming brooch, dear?
Ooh, green star. Good.
Yummy.
Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go.
Am I to intimidate
I think
these
we're headed
ministers
towards
and
Charleston.
aristocrats to put them off guard?
Oh, I do hope
Surely you can't imagine that these dandies
Care
pose
for
some kind of
another?
threat to you?
hors d'oeuvre.
Are you even paying attention, or do you simply not care? Either way, you are a maddening woman.
That didn't sound good.
Tell me, have you tried our piccata? It's as if Melandru herself
Oh, who wants to be
just took
Canach?
just a hint of dill.
Canach's such a good voice. Fine, I'll be Canach. Careful there. You don't want to be seen getting too friendly with the staff. Why are you here? I'm on the job. Bodyguard for a countess. A somewhat more glamorous position than my last, I must say. You mean your position as, bottom? Yes, and thanks for stating the obvious, painful truth. Technically, I'm still a prisoner. It's just now my bars are lined with velvet.
I'm very sorry to hear about up to your high standards.
Don't let that fool you, though. I'm definitely not free. The Countess owns you now? That's
Some 50
harsh. I
gray
wouldn't say
shades
that.
of gray shit.
More like I'm on loan to her from the prison. So long as I'm a good grunt, she'll keep me with her, and I don't have to go back in the cell. You planning on behaving yourself? Absolutely, I'm no fool. I could be in a much worse position than this. I guess you could say I learned my lesson. I know I have a reputation for acting rashly, but those days are behind me. Pardon me if I don't entirely believe you. No pardon necessary. You're in a crowd of many watching me like hawks. So far, Countess Anise has treated me with respect. I have no reason to betray her trust. Besides, she amuses me mightily. I'll be at the front of the hunting party if you mess this up. I would expect no less, though I do believe you might have a hard time catching me again. No offense intended. Just watch yourself, bitch.
Here, I can get you some more. Care for an hors d'oeuvre?
Running, running, jumping, jumping.
You're getting it everywhere.
Oh, did I Wordle all over you guys again?
I don't like
Is this a party or a circus?
Squirtle.
Who's Estelle?
I can do Estelle.
I don't want to do anymore.
I can take that. Thank you.
She looks old.
Somebody do Estelle.
I said I'd do
I
Estelle.
thought you said you. Yeah, go ahead.
I can't see it.
You can't see it?
Uh-uh.
Oh. Well, you're a busy
Skip
bee.
the small talk.
Does that make you charming, or does it make you nosy? Charming, I hope. Did you know I dealt the killing blow to Scarlet? No, that was you? I saw her once in the throne room. She was having a quiet talk with the queen. Oh, lucky you. But why is someone of your caliber walking around the party with Casimir Mead? Her family is a bunch of criminals and gamblers. You should perhaps keep your thoughts to yourself. I believe you should mingle so others can bask in
I
your
can take
glory.
that. Thank you.
Great idea.
I see Minister Estelle has political ambitions. She's been having a lot of private meetings with Minister Caudicus.
I feel like I have to talk to these people.
I didn't see you there.
I think you actually talked to this guy.
Which guy?
What?
Which guy?
This guy over here.
Estelle is being
Maybe?
pressured by Minister Marula to retire.
Here we go.
This
She
guy.
would never. She's far too ambitious.
May Lissa aid you.
I'm going to get more punch. It's so fruity.
Wait, I wanted to ask you something.
Only if you make it quick. I'm so excited.
Is that why Minister Estelle wants to retire? A lack of excitement?
Undoubtedly, she likes to be in the thick of things, but Caudicus has her doing clerical work lately. She meets with him regularly, but from what I've heard, he'll talk her out of retiring, I'm sure.
Undoubtedly enjoy the
I've
party.
never met Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Caudicus, she may know something.
My mind is spinning so much information. Can you make heads or tails of it?
And we've learned a few things. First, we know who was in court that day.
Yes, a farmer with a goat, 2 ministers, Estelle and Ayrton, and Scarlet.
And we know that Codicus lets others do his dirty work for him.
We've also heard that both Estelle and Ayrton have seen Codicus lately.
It must be one of them. Let's talk to Minister Ayrton first.
I could outrun a centaur.
Squirtle.
Squirtle, Squirtle.
Let me up, let me up. Let me up.
Ha!
Let me up.
You don't have the Nikes.
Everybody just jump, jump.
Come on,
I
come on.
expected you to approach.
Mottle. You be the old man.
As I was telling my old friend Codicus the other day, we really must do something about these bandits. They are a hazard. I have reason to believe they're connected to the White Mantle.
Did you see Scarlet the day she had an audience with the Queen?
I did. There were 4 of us in the throne room with the Queen and Countess Anise. And the guards, of course. It was Scarlet, me, Minister Estelle, and some dirty farmer with a goat.
And the Queen spoke to Scarlet?
Yes, she was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering in the Queen's ear. It was making us all nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study with the engineer that designed the watch nights.
What did the Queen say?
She respectfully declined. Scarlet was last in line, and the Queen left before there could be more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried out.
Anything else?
The Sobari. Scarlet looked livid. She stormed out, shoving guards out of her way. She was rather frightening, actually. I imagine that's what Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away.
Cass, does his testimony line up?
I can take that. Thank you.
Cass, are you eating while we're trying to record a Let's Play?
Maybe. His description of events perfectly matches what Anise told me. Minister Ayrton's telling the truth. He must not be the one.
Interesting.
You've
Thank
convinced
you.
me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
Oh, clearly.
And
Everybody's
you
saying
are...
it.
Kyle.
Hello. We were just discussing how horrible it is that the Queen betrayed us all.
That's just a bad rumor, a lie.
No, it's not. I saw her in the Salma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black woolen coat with the hood up. The only reason I knew it was her was because I bumped into her and saw her face.
Casimir, what do you think?
Her eye twitched when she said that. I don't think she's telling the truth.
You're lying.
Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I'd say I was there. Please, you can't tell anyone.
You're going to have to testify.
Oh, alright, I'll testify that I was paid to lie, but I'll never say who paid me. I don't betray my old friends. Still, I wasn't comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me.
Well, you're doing
Good
the right thing.
observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Solvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
You must be mistaken. My niece knows a guard who heard from
You
a
seem
doorman that the
distracted,
Queen...
Countess. What are you
Oh,
looking for in this
I've
crowd?
said too much.
I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
I love Canach.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Let's see, who's behind on voices? Ratchet.
Oh,
You're you, Smoky Karaoke.
Yes, indeed.
You're well known in these parts.
Well,
The
I
Queen
am.
recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. She'd like very much to attend.
That may be complicated.
Oh, I know. Those lies Estelle is spreading. Can you imagine our barefoot queen skulking through the streets at night in disguise? It's laughable.
You don't think she met with Scarlet?
In the throne room, yes, but not in the streets. A Chaw emissary visited the queen that night. While the emissary has since left, the guard who was present will testify.
Good to know, thanks.
Countess Anise hardly ever lets
You're
the queen
most
out of her
welcome,
sight.
Miss
She and the
Karaoke.
guard will corroborate the queen's alibi.
Myrtle.
Does anyone remember that one episode in the original Pokemon where there was like the Squirtle Squad?
Yes. And Loki, you're getting Anise or Casimir all tied up in your goop.
Oh
Is
yeah.
lying a prerequisite for being
No,
in
she's
the
fine.
ministry?
Did you need something?
Somebody was this servant before, right?
No, this guy's new.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Who did his voice? Come on.
We talked to somebody else in this room, but I'll do this guy. It makes me so sad to think that the people who run our city, our kingdom, can't get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the queen.
I can take that.
Oh man, which one do you think I should do?
Who do you work for?
I've had some experience with ministers. Not all are bad.
Both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Estelle. I work for Minister Ayrton.
Do you like your jobs?
Most days. My wife has a harder time. Her minister has a gambling problem. If she's winning, she's fine. If not, she's dangerous.
Would she know where Estelle was the night of the alleged meeting?
Care for an order?
Maybe. Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. Ask my wife if she knows what happened. She's a good woman and won't lie to protect a minister.
Thank you for the
That's
information.
another witness who can help us prove the queen's innocence. Nicely done.
What do you think? Do we have enough evidence to discredit her accusations?
Plenty. The servant's wife can testify that Estelle met with Lady Claire.
Maybe the threat of her testifying will be enough to shut this down. What else?
Well, we have multiple witnesses who say the Queen turned down Scarlet's request.
I still can't believe Scarlet wanted to study with the Watch Night engineer. Thank the gods the Queen turned it down. Though that might explain Scarlet's anger when she attacked our city. What else?
Well, we know Estelle's friend was lying for her.
For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it would be too hard to get her to testify for the lie. I guess they weren't such good friends after all.
I think we're ready to confront Estelle
Looks
with the
like
evidence.
we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see you've been busy socializing with the guests.
Fight.
Bite, bite,
Is
bite,
this
bite,
a party
bite,
or a
bite.
circus?
Hello, busy bee. I must admit, I'm a bit charmed about how you flit from flower to flower. I know all about you.
Listen closely to what Estelle says. Once she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press her only when you're certain she's lying.
I have a question. True that you work closely with Lord Codicus? I used to work with Lord Codicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. Even at parties, Lord Codicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Esmer, what do you think?
She keeps backpedaling.
Thank you.
Press her when she lies, and then present your evidence to counter her arguments.
Mr. Estelle, can you repeat that? I used to work with Lord Codicus. Now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal he keeps to himself most of the time. Even at parties, Lord Codicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. I used to work with Lord Cardicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. I don't really know which one I'm supposed to do this with.
You attended his garden party? Shy, huh?
I feel like this is all the same.
Yeah.
Ask her to repeat it.
That just takes you back. There's just 3 options. I have to figure out which one is the lie.
Well, the first one's a lie.
You sure?
Go back to the first one.
This is
I
the
used
first
to
one.
work with Lord Cardicus, but now I'm considering retirement. I've started spinning. The one guy, I think it was, said that she was still working with him.
Why would I lie about something like that? He's my boss's boss's boss. I don't work directly with him. I met someone who says you see Cardicus often. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time.
I can take that. Thank you.
I'm just a wallflower, really. Shy, huh? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone through that entire party. Beautiful garden, though. A witness said you had an aside with Cardicus. He talked, you nodded. Fine, he and I talked. Should never learn the topic of that discussion. You can't prove I had anything to do with the Queen. I don't have to prove it, I just have to discredit you.
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement.
So what if I work with Lord Cardicus? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there when the Scarlet had her audience with the Queen. Did you hear what the Queen discussed with Scarlet? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering so no one else would hear. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. I heard the word watch nights. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to the watch nights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal. Casimir.
She's clever and slippery, but you can nail down those lies. Catch her off guard when she slips up.
Jesus Christ. Estelle, why don't you just repeat your... Oh, wait. That's not... Estelle, why don't you just repeat yourself again? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends, whispering so no one else would hear. That's a lie. You heard everything. I heard hushed words, but I couldn't make out any of them. The Queen seemed pleased, though. Minister Arton heard everything. His ears must be better than yours. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. I heard the word watch nights. You're making this story up. Did you even hear anything? I meant only that I heard a word or two here or there. Watch nights is kind of hard to miss. I'm sure the Queen was arranging to give Scarlet one. Actually, Scarlet wanted permission to study with the watch night engineer. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to those watch nights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal. I think you're the real criminal here. Aren't you the chesty one? No, the Queen agreed to meet Scarlet later and discuss in private. She knew what she was doing was wrong. Casimir? You got that. I heard the Queen was escorted out for her safety. You weren't there. You can't possibly know how they behaved unless you question the goat. I spoke with Arton. His version agrees with the countesses and the goats. Yes, well, one person's politeness is another's friendliest. That means nothing.
Nosy one. If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
Thank you, Estelle.
It doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The Queen arranged to meet Scarlet later that evening. She didn't want any of us to hear them, so she sneaked out. You're sticking by the claim that they arranged this in the throne room? Absolutely. Their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy. They agreed to something. What else could it be? So, it was brief, a look, a smile. Maybe they'd already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under that bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I feel like I'm doing the Kevin Spacey character now from House of Cards. I'm not the only one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noble woman. Why are you working so hard to protect Queen Jenna? She sold us all out, now she's just trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Casimir, you've been whispering this whole time. I won't have it. It's rude. Seriously? Alright, if you would please repeat your statement then. Absolutely. Their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy. They agreed to something. What else could it be? You're crazy. Anise would never let Scarlet get that close to the Queen. Oh, yes, and she was on it too, all smiles and pet this and pet that. Minister Ayrton describes a very different atmosphere. So it was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they'd already arranged to meet later. I don't know. All I know is I saw them under that bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. Impossible. What time did you see them? Later, about an hour after dark, they were in the Salma district. I caught sight of the Queen's profile and nearly fainted. Why would she endanger herself like that? The Queen was in an office with a Char emissary at that time. I'm not the only one who saw. There was another witness who came forward. A noblewoman. Why are you working so hard? I actually feel like I'm about to fail this thing, so... Do you guys know what the right one is here?
No. I don't remember. Did this forever ago. You told her to say it was a black cape.
Do I want to say the cape thing?
Yeah.
No, it was a red cape, I think. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape, I'm sure of it, dark red. You and your old friend can't agree on the color of the Queen's cape. Wait, I remember now. The Queen was in a black cape, yes. Countess Anise was in a red one. Did I forget to mention they were both there? You know the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go anywhere alone. You're saying Countess Anise was there too? What?
Clearly we need to discuss this further, Smoky Karaoke.
Good idea. I'm confused. I shouldn't have been drinking during this.
That was like linguistic exercises.
Linguistic exercises?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a cunning linguist?
We have to eliminate any doubt at all, even if the smallest chance that Estelle is telling the truth.
She's not, but we need to hear Anise say she wasn't under that bridge.
I'm sure I'd have sensed if this was some kind of mesmer cover-up. Don't you think? It doesn't matter. I'll know if the Countess is lying when we ask her.
All right, let's go. Did you guys enjoy my southern accent?
Oh. This shrimp biscuit.
Stop right
Yes,
there.
I like how this is the Deep South episode.
In absence of your orders,
Complete
I've
with
been
a
occupying myself by
plant person
planning the
slave.
extermination of this
Oh.
infernal I thought
Hey,
maybe some
he
well-placed
said it
bombs
earlier.
here and there among the topiary, Or perhaps I'll pick them off one by one with my blade and hide the bodies in the pantry. I wonder,
I'm very sorry
would
to hear
that
our
reflect
plans weren't up
poorly
to
on
your
your
high
office?
standards.
I
We
imagine
reported
I'd
them
become a
direct this morning.
hero to the Crichton people, and still no reaction. I wonder, Countess, are you even here at all with me?
Where are you guys going? You're supposed to come over here.
Oh no! Avoid anything remotely equestrian.
Oh my
Show
goodness.
your guests to
But
enter
he's
your
cool.
ways,
Listen
and think
to
your
him
balusters
talk.
are centaurs.
My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Farron's dignity.
Thanks, Anise.
I could outrun a centaur.
Double Squirtle.
You again? I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed. Is this a party or a circus?
I imagine Countess Anise had lied to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Actually, Minister, it's several people's words against yours. What are you talking about? Has someone said they'd testify against me? We have witnesses who will support Countess Anise's story. Traitors to the ministry, traitors! They'll find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. Queen has positions for those who are honest and honorable.
There are those of us who see through the Ministry's lies, and our numbers are growing.
Jury would approve, eh, Cass? Goodbye,
I'll have
Minister.
you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed the supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyist that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and
Maybe Anise
skullduggery,
and Casimir will
you
get
must be
productive.
craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit.
I won't let her.
I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
Anise. Who wants to be Anise?
You must visit more often.
Oh, God.
The party wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well. You can now attend your summit. I'll be there as well, though incognito.
That's wonderful news. I appreciate your support, Countess.
If you have no objections, I believe I will keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we, pet?
One last question. You knew Estelle was guilty. Why not just out her?
Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable without support. I'd lose much if our dear Jeddah were incarcerated and the ministers know it. That's where you came in.
I understand. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
I got an achievement for being a shoddy sleuth.
Good job.
Sweet, sweet.
So did I.
Congratulations.
Ah, there you are, Countess. I trust I played my part in your charade this evening.
There, Blossom. You did very well as the sore green thumb at my side. I'm sure everyone was far too intimidated by your glowering menace to notice it was an illusion standing beside you the whole time.
Yes, I thought you seemed rather vapid.
Yes, I thought you seemed rather vapid. Wow, that was... Guys, we're almost at 45 minutes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
We're not even done with the episode.
Oh god.
No, we are done with the
awesome.
episode. I got a new thing for Waypoint News, so we'll stop it here, and we'll pick up with recalibrating the waypoints. Say bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.